And moving on the hot seat, AI is fast becoming the backbone of global healthcare, as we just also did another interaction on that. And an India-U.S. based startup is right at the heart of that transformation. Reveal HealthTech has raised $7.2 million in Series A funding, led by Leo Capital, with backing from Sanos Capital and W Health Ventures. Founded just 2 years ago, Reveal is positioning itself as an AI specialist for U.S. healthcare and life sciences, helping hospitals, pharma giants, and innovators use AI to improve patient care and streamline operations. The company now plans to scale its solutions, strengthen sales, and deepen its global footprint. Joining me now to discuss this further, Sanchit Mullick, the founder and CEO of Reveal HealthTech. Sachin, thank you so much for taking time out and being here with us on Startup Street. Begin by telling us what was the gap in the US healthcare system that Reveal HealthTech is solving for with AI that others haven't been able to.
Yeah, that's a great question. So, across the world, I think from a healthcare perspective, there's been this move from what we used to call episodes of care, so treating for ailments or sicknesses, to managing epochs of care. So you're looking at patient wellness end to end. And when you start taking that lens of patients and start looking at creating these longitudinal views of patients, that's where data comes into its own. Now, over the last 20 plus years, there's been a lot of digital plumbing that has been put in place in terms of enterprise software, EHRs, et cetera, being implemented. And there was the digital plumbing in place to then leverage it to drive better insights, drive better engagement with patients, and so on and so forth. What was missing was probably an operating model which operates at that intersection of deep clinical expertise and deep tech capability, right? So if you look at a lot of the discourse around AI, it's about technology advances, new foundational models, and so on and so forth, and very less commentary around how to use AI effectively in business context. And that's what
absolutely.
we brought in.
Yeah, and if you could quickly tell us, you've raised the $7.2 million in a Series A funding round, and specifically to accelerate your next phase of growth, right? Which is product innovation, sales, and global expansion. Can you outline a little bit about how you plan to use the funds?
Absolutely. So, we've developed 3 core solutions from all of what we've learned over the last 2.5 years. One is called BioCanvas, which is a multimodal data science platform. The second one is called Care IQ, which is an AI-enabled care coordination and provider scheduling optimization platform. And a third one called Prism AI, which is a modular platform for accelerating AI agents. So with a lot of this capital, what we intend to do is really double down on these solutions and build scale go-to-market efforts around these solutions and taking them to both, of course, clients in North America, but hopefully expanding beyond North America to a larger client base as well.
Sure. And, with India sort of emerging as a hub for healthcare AI innovation, right? Do you see Reveal expanding into the Indian healthcare market, or will your focus currently, remain on US for now? And what other markets are looking interesting to you?
Yeah, so US continues to be our real focus. We will double down with this raised capital on US as a segment, US as a geography. We will look to expand into adjacent segments. Our core theme is, wherever there is clinical data, one can leverage AI. So medical devices, for example, is the next obvious subsegment to double into. India, there is definitely an opportunity. It's not on our radar just yet. I think as the data infrastructure evolves and advances, and there's sufficient depth and width of data available, I think we will certainly seek to bring our learnings from the US market into the India geography as well.
So right now the focus remaining firmly on the US, but what about revenues? What are you currently clocking, and where do you hope to end this year? What are the targets you've sort of set for yourself?
Yeah, so, we're north of 60 crores in terms of where our revenues are tracking. We hope to double next year and continue to see that kind of growth. We have very healthy pipeline, a lot of interest emanating in our platform offerings, in our products. And that is also powering very unique partnerships. Just before our fundraise was announced, we'd announced the fact that we created this AI collective with some leading product and consulting firms in the US, which is called Cypher Collective, which now enables us to go and have very meaningful transformational conversations with health systems in the US.
Sure, and the thing with the healthcare and AI is that you can't have a one-size-fits-all sort of a solution, right? So what are the biggest challenges you face in driving AI adoption in a highly, regulated, complex industry like healthcare?
Yeah, that's a great question. So, if you ask me, regulatory aspects can be managed, whether it is complying with HIPAA guidelines or, making sure that PI and PHI data is secure, building the necessary guardrails. Perhaps the biggest entry barrier or biggest adoption challenge is actually enabling psychological safety in the end users, right? So there's this. Unfortunately, there's been this huge narrative around AI will replace people, AI will replace jobs, or so that creates a sense of nervousness, a kind of sense of fear amongst the end user community in terms of using these AI products, platforms that we work with our clients to develop. And the way we solve for it is by engaging and empathizing and involving end users, and bringing their perspectives into bringing these solutions very early on. And very frankly, again, there's a lot of conversation around AI and clinical decision support, but we feel, there is a lot of workflow automation, clinical insights that one can generate using AI, which doesn't necessarily involve decision making, which essentially drives automation and engagement.
Sure. So AI can drive a lot of things in the healthcare sector. All right, Sachin, thank you so much for joining us on the show today, and we wish you all the best on this journey going forward.
Thank you very much.